saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line, so this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, sir. Turn on, sir. Delta. Go.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
He's tackled at the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. When you look at the Saints defense, they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Incomplete. Intended for his wideout.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go, son. 19 wins. Easy. Hey. 551.
To throw is Fields. That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 331. Angel. Rush right. No mas. Go.
On play action, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Yep. Here we go, shot. Hey, Ted, you got a mini base. House, let's go. Right.
Throwing again is Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Fields from 17 yards out. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Saints, nothing. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Saints at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
At the 17-yard line.
Throwing, Shuck. He gets it left side to Johnson. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he's It's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility.
Touchdown, Saints. Colin Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up, and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. Fields changing the play.
2nd and 4 at the Saints' 18-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kevontae Turpin, 65 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's out wide here for Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Vikings, first down. A gain of 12. First down, Vikings.
West right here. Hey, 551. Out, let's go. Go.
Back to throw, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now it's Fields. Oh, ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it through.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10.
Those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Shuck. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw now, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here's Shuck. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Shuck now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second
and 17 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. For the left side, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. 59 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Fields. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Robinson up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Bijan Robinson, 43 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Fields trying to throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
22. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Shifts by him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a diving catch right side. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
319, that's it. Hey, can't. You got to,
Here's Fields. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Vikings 28. Will Reichard
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Shuck. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Johnson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Shuck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go now. Dragon 60. Cowboy 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Back to throw here. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
16.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
3 quarters in the
16-yard line.
books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 9. Pass 11. Pass 11. Go.
To the air again. Here's Shuck. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Cup 19. Cup 19. Mustang 19.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Dallas Turner on
It's
the
a
tackle.
loss of 7.
A 7-yard
And now
loss
it's 3rd down.
brings up 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Vikings first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Fields. That one finds Hyatt. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
And the Vikings first down.
Up, let's go.
Here's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll start this drive out on the goal. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 6. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
From the gun, Shuck. And now another one thrown incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
319, good cut. Easy. Hey, West side zip. Cut.
Fields now to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to manage the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Throwing, Shuck. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Rodgers on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they want to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. 57 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Now Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. To throw is Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Fields. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Here's a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Now Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
now we're in the
7.
situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Saints 48, Vikings 35.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Able to slither by. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And got his man complete. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not